What's up, warriors? Welcome back to another 3 things. So for this month, we're going to start it off with medieval history. That's very broad. My dad was a big history buff, so we grew up learning all sorts of random facts about European history, mostly like medieval history. So there are these videos, these like educational documentaries that we would watch that would teach you about like the history of like how the castles were built, or the pyramids, or like the Colosseum, stuff like that. And it was just so interesting, and looking back, I'm very thankful that we were subjected to all of that information at a young age. I'll put a picture up here of the DVDs that we watched, and they had these little sections where it would go from the narrator walking you through the actual historical site to this animated part, and it was just so entertaining to watch as a kid. So my brother and I know a bunch of random facts about medieval history because of all of this growing up. But I like it a lot. I find it very interesting, and I think that's what got us into going to like Ren fairs and stuff. So yeah, if you like history, or if you've seen it before, let me know, but you can check it out. On to thing number 2. Parkour. So this might seem random, but if you've seen some of my other videos, you might have heard me mention it a bunch. I first got introduced to parkour in like 2007. This is the earlier days of YouTube, and I saw a video. It was like Russian climber, or I'll try and find the clip and put it here. If you're familiar with parkour, you'll probably recognize it. But I saw that, and I remember I was like looking for the wires, and there weren't any wires, and I was like amazed that the human body could achieve this, both like physically and mentally. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this person can do it, I can do it. Like, I wanted to learn. And so eventually, after like a couple years and stuff, I did kind of start learning a bit. I never got past like kind of the beginner stages because I just got busier with other things, but it's always been special to me, and I've always been amazed by it, and I've kept up with the community over the years. Teams like Team Farang, Store, 3 Run was the one I initially started watching, Daniel Ilbaka, Tempest Free Running. There's a whole bunch that I remember just watching a whole bunch on YouTube and like absorbing all of the information. It was just the coolest thing to me, and it still is. It's really cool to see in like movies that like action movies that will like use parkour moves, and I'm like, oh, that was that type of move, and that was that type of move. I'll put some links in the description of some teams that I follow that you can go check out for yourself. So the third and final thing for this month is Crafty Celts. And this is it's a business, but it's an artist, or a group of artists, who make jewelry, but medieval jewelry. They've made some of the Viking jewelry for the show Vikings. I'll put some pictures up here of some of their stuff, and I actually have some stuff here that I've gotten. So this is one of their torques. It'll focus. There we go, there it is. So here's one of them, and this is like actual metal. And then I also have the silver version, so you can see them side by side. So these are for the wrist, like so. And then I also have this. Focus. There we go. This is a wolf ring. It's a wolf ring. There we go. So you can see all of them. These are just a few pieces I have. I also have, I forget if it's the eagle. I think it's called the eagle, but I got them for my Zelda outfit. I'll put a picture here so you can see how I incorporated that chain into my Zelda cosplay. These I got at the Ren Fair, and Crafty Celts, they appear at a bunch of fairs all over. I don't know exactly where. I'll put their website in the description, but they just make the coolest jewelry that would be a great finishing touch on your Ren Fair outfit if you wanted it. I also have, you know, from the show Vikings, Lagertha, her hair things. I forget what they're called, but they go in her hair. I'll put up a picture. I have those too. But yeah, so So I don't know, if you're interested, check out Crafty Kels. That was this month's 3 things. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in next month's video.